The Regions Bank postgame report. Regions Bank, the official bank of the SEC.
All right, Tiger fans, Mizzou Network postgame extras. The Tigers beat Toledo 38-23 on Saturday. I'm Ben Arnett, joined by Colin McElroy. And Colin, wow, we thought it would be a hard-fought game. You knew Toledo was going to bring a tough matchup from the MAC, and that's exactly what happened.
It's exactly what happened. You thought it was going to be a hard-fought game, as you said, and it was 24-9. People thinking, okay, Mizzou might have this in the driver's seat after last week and just seeing what the offense can do. But then Toledo comes back. Henry Josie gets into the end zone, puts it a little bit out ahead in the end of the third quarter. All the way from there, Mizzou has it on cruise control.
I love the big plays. Now, we didn't have any like a 68-yard run by Josie. You know, the running plays were those short touchdowns to cap drives. But, you know, I'm just going to look at the stat sheet here and tell you, you know, Levi Copeland had a 51-yard catch. LaDamian Washington had a 25-yard grab. Dorial Green-Beckham, 14-yarder. Marcus Lucas, another 14-yarder. You know, they took chances, they took shots, and it paid off most of the time. And I love that from this offense, the way it keeps the offense moving.
But you can also see this is more of an offense that is turning into an SEC type offense, because you look at the stat sheet, 47 rushes, and that's what SEC teams that are dominating in the SEC, along with those top powers in the West and the East, you see that they're running the ball a lot more. Only 25 passes for James, only 212 yards, but hey, ground game got it going. James leading the way with that, then Henry Josie getting into the end zone twice, Marcus Murphy getting in the end zone, and again, one thing that you cannot forget, Russell Hansbrough touched it 9 times. He still runs for 56 yards. That's a 7-yard average. You have a guy like that who can come out of the backfield and run for you. I mean, this could be a ground and pound type year to where you might not get those huge plays of the 80-yard pass play or anything like that, but you might see a couple more knockoffs of 50-yard run, 40-yard run, 60-yard run for touchdowns as Josh Hinton takes the controls on the offense.
And again, you know, no one running back just dominating things, but that three-headed attack of Hansbrough, Josie, and Murphy combines for 172. All right, defensively, again, it's an adjustment game, college football, and for the second straight week, second half, the defense really brings it. Great adjustments by Coach Steck and the defense, and really like the way the defense was flying around and creating turnovers there in the second half.
And once again, interceptions become a key for the defense, and also Marcus Golden brings back that beautiful interception return for a touchdown, in which we were talking to him after the game, and he was saying, you know what, I was a 2,000-yard rusher in high school. Well, shoot, Coach Henson, how about a jumbo package? Let's put him in the backfield. But you see interceptions again, proven to help the Tide turn it over a little bit and get this game in control for Mizzou.
And, of course, you mentioned ground and pound. The Tigers were able to kill the clock late in the game with their great rushing attack. And, you know, part of that running attack is James Franklin, who led the Tigers in rushing with 77 net yards. It was vintage James Franklin. He throws for over 200. He rushes for 77. He really is back to being that dual threat that we saw in 2011, and he is leading this Tiger offense. They seem to be very much in rhythm, which we've talked about before. The spread offense, you want to get in that rhythm. You want to click off yards, 5, 10 yards at a time, take your shots whenever you can, and I thought for the second straight week the offense looked really fluid and sharp.
Offense looked fluid, offensive line looked fluid, and I was in the north end zone when it was 4th and 3. They bring out the punting unit, they call timeout, bring the offense back on the field, and you can see James, you can just see him kind of champing at the bit, and he took it around the right side, made up about 4 or 5 yards to get that 4th and 3. They ended up punching in for a touchdown, and I mean, it was one of those days where you saw if James was going to run it, he was going to run it for a 5, a 6, a 7-yard clip, and you knew that if the ball was in his hands, he was going to be able to do it. Much again, thank you to the offensive line, because the big boys up front, again, opening up holes for the running backs.
Traditional spread, fastball spread, under center, option. I mean, they got a lot of things clicking right now. We'll see you again next time. Mizzou now has a bye week. They'll play Indiana on the road on the 21st and then come back home. Next time they'll be in the Zoo the 28th against Arkansas State. For Colin McElroy, I'm Ben Arnett. This has been a Mizzou Network post-game extra on MizzouNetwork.com.